Hi and welcome back. The aim of this lecture is to give a better understanding of what hypercraft is. In particular, it includes all the technologies that are applied in fashion for the design and production phases. From the 2000s, the digital third dimension has been entering and affecting the stages of garment design, production, sizing and testing. What was once made on paper through collage, drawings, prints or fitting directly on the mannequin today happens in the third dimension on screen in a simple and effective manner. Designing today requires not only to have the creativity and methods to do so, but also to know how to use the right tools. Specifically, during this lecture, we will talk about 3D modeling programs, virtual prototyping, 3D printing, and the birth of prosumers. In the fashion field, an increasing number of specific software for garments and accessories has been developed. The software dedicated to garments transforms 2D drawings into realistic 3D patterns, creating virtual prototypes to test wearability, color variations, and materials. In regards to accessories and jewelry instead, we can mention Rhino Gold and 3Design, which have a vast library of specific materials. Once the 3D shape is created, it is possible to digitally modify its aesthetic, changing proportion and colors. What is more, in this way, garments and accessories can be virtually tested even in their intangible stage. This is made possible by virtual prototyping, which allows the user to directly interact with digital products as if it was physical. The shape, look, and physical behavior can be defined and the specifics of the product subsequently obtained. Moreover, the designer is able to interact with it, test its usability, visualize and modify it in different stages and for different users. The impact of this new testing method not only completely changes the traditional product development cycle from design, build, fix to design, analyze, test, build. It also improves the communication between the parties involved in the product development process, bringing products to the market more quickly with reduced costs and timescales, thus facilitating innovation. But virtual prototyping is just one application of 3D modeling. Another one, which is certainly better known and has recently become widespread, is 3D printing, an additive manufacturing process through which an object is built layer after layer, starting from a 3D model. 20 years from its first patent, 3D printing came back in 2005 thanks to the RepRap project. But its real boom was in 2012 when several companies became interested in it. The increase in the offer and greater accessibility of technology caused by the reduction of costs have generated a growing diffusion of 3D printers. The prices have fallen to such an extent that the 3D printer market today is addressed not only to the business but also to consumers, the so-called digital craftsmen. Digital platforms and the diffusion of new means of production, such as additive manufacturing tools, have democratized the process and revolutionized the role of actors within the supply chain, encouraging an open innovation approach to the creative process. Thanks to the new desktop manufacturing tools, digital artisans have become creators and entrepreneurs, managing the entire production process through the web with benefits in terms of time and costs. They integrate technologies to the traditional craft processes, modeling software, algorithmic and computational design, and 3D technologies mold the matter starting from a digital file. The resulting products, created ad hoc, are often manually finished. The projects are then shared, modified, selected, and purchased online directly by the end users. In this context, we are witnessing a transition of the role of the purchaser from passive to active, from consumer to prosumer. In fact, prosumers have the potential possibility to design a product, make it, and physically see it in their own hands. Taking part and actively interacting in the process becomes an actual experience for the purchasers. In this way, not only they can choose and potentially mass produce their own objects, the products are tailor-made, unique, and infinitely customizable.